Hello everyone. Today we shall look into the creation of calculated columns and measures. Here we have the table which we have seen in the previous video similarly. Now if we select and go to the Power Pivot, click on Manage Data Model, we'll be landing into this Power Pivot for Excel. As we know that here we could see multiple tables, right? As we have loaded all the tables. In the orders details tables, we have these columns: order ID, product ID, unit price, quantity and discount. Suppose that we need to calculate total sales or sales amount. I'll click on this first cell, and here if I go to the formula bar and write equal to, I'll open the square brackets. You could see all the column names here within the square brackets. What I'll do is I'll multiply quantity with unit price. You could select the unit price and press the tab button in the keyboard. You'll be able to access it quickly. You multiply it with, we have discount column. I'll provide 1 minus. Again we could provide the discount. I'll close the parenthesis. This is the formula which we could calculate for the total sales amount. If I could hit enter, you'll be able to see that my calculated column is now appearing. In order to change the column name, you can just double click on that column name and you can change the column name as sales amount. So this is how we make calculated column in Power Pivot of Excel. And similarly we can create even measures. The calculation area here on the top, what you would notice, if it is turned on, you'll be seeing this horizontal separation which is present in the bottom. If you turn it off, you could see that you will not be able to see the separation. So this is the calculation area where you could little drag it and customize. So all these cells you could make it for making measures. So there is a convention to make a measure. Here I can click on this empty cell. I can click on this formula bar, or you could maximize the formula bar, or you could minimize it. Here in the formula bar, I'll write the measure name. For example, if I want the total quantity, I'll write total quantity, put this colon, and put equal to. After this, what we need to use is sum function, which will enable us to sum it, and I'll type quantity of order details table, close the parenthesis and hit enter. Once you write in this way, you could expand this order ID column. Here you could see that total quantity, it is 51317. It is properly appearing. Similarly in the second line, you could just click on the formula bar, or you can even if you double click, it will go to the formula bar. You can write total sales colon equal to, and you can write sum. We can write the sales amount which is made, which is our calculated column, although we need the total sum of course. And here we could see that decimals are more. What we could do is we could select the cell. You could decrease the decimal from here. So once you decrease, it will show the total sales here. You could even currency format it, like if you can select the English United States, so that the dollar symbol will appear, and you could even further decrease the decimal. So hence this would be the sales amount. And in order to use this in pivot tables, what we need to do is, let us click on this pivot table. You'll be able to reach out to this orders data sheet. Let us create the pivot table by clicking on this new worksheet. I'll click on that. Now this is our pivot table. On the right side, you'll be able to see all the tables as appearing. Here I'll open the order details. Here you could see that my total quantity and total sales, they'll be having the FX before the conventional mentioning, which mentions that they are the explicit measures unlike the implicit ones. And the column name, which calculated column name, which we mentioned as sales amount, it has no particular symbol to identify, but yet it is a calculated column. Now for example, if I bring my total quantity into values and total sales here, and in the previous video we have created a hierarchy in the employees table. I'll bring this region which is a hierarchy here, and here you could see that this is a hierarchy of country, city and the employee name. Similarly, I could expand it and I could see that total quantity and total sales, we are able to create a pivot table accordingly by creating measure as well as the this calculated column. You could check that whether the calculated column is working or not. I'll bring the sales amount over here. Okay, now you could see that our sales amount is working fine. All we need to do is some formatting. We could do it. You can click on this value as here. You could click on this number format and click on this number, and here you could reduce the decimal spaces, and currency you could choose the dollar symbol. Okay, and accordingly you could number format it. You can click OK. Now you could see that the total sales and the sum of sales amount, they both are appearing similarly by formatting. But remember that this is a calculated column which functions in row context, and total sales is the explicit measure. Okay, this is all for today. Thank you for watching, and we shall meet in the next video.